Alright, so could you introduce yourself?
I'm Crystal Song.
Okay. Talk a little bit about your heritage and your parents. Where you're from.
I'm from Korea, South Korea, as many people ask. My parents were born in Korea, and I was born here. So I guess I'm the first generation, second generation, one of those.
Okay, what was it like growing up in your house?
I spoke Korean until I started public school, and then my stepmom was like, you need to speak English because you live in America and people are going to make fun of you if you can't speak English very well. She was Korean. And so I forgot Korean, and so while I was growing up, my grandmother, my aunt, my uncle, my dad, everyone else in my family was like, you know, you need to speak Korean. So it was always very, language-wise, it was very different. But culture-wise, I mean, we didn't do anything remotely Korean. It was all study. So I guess that was a little Asian. But yep.
So did you have any struggles like in school or anything growing up?
Not really. I mean, a lot of people just knew that I was the most whitewashed Asian that there was. So they didn't really, I guess, assume that I spoke Korean or anything. Whenever I hung out with my Korean friends, though, it was kind of like they were looking down on me because I couldn't speak Korean.
How would you define whitewashed?
Whitewashed is basically American with an Asian body.
How do you feel about that label?
I was okay with it. And I guess I am still okay with it because I realize that I am really not the standard, I guess, stereotypical Asian. But yeah.
So now you identify more as American than Korean?
Kind of. I guess I'm equal parts Korean and American because in high school I started, you know, speaking more Korean or trying to speak more Korean and doing more Asian cultured stuff. So.
You plan to get more into your Korean culture as you get older?
I'm taking Korean right now to try to relearn all my language.
Is that hard?
It's a lot harder than I thought it was because I had forgotten most of it. Right now we're only on food, so that's pretty easy because it's food. So.
Alright, if you could say anything to Americans or other Korean Americans or Asian Americans in general about stereotypes or anything, what would you say?
I'm not really sure about what I could say, mostly because being Asian American and being Korean American, technically living in America, it hasn't really affected me as much as it should have. But, so, it's not really anything.
Okay. Thanks.